In the car, we are live. And we are going back to Wigan via the M60 and M61 motorways, also featuring the A6 and a few other roads as well. If you like these videos, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There's playlists upon playlists on the main page where you can just select a random year and then select a random road trip and see where we end up. They're not always called road trips, but they basically are. I mean, in England or the United Kingdom, going to the supermarket is classed as a road trip, even if it's only 5 minutes, because you're on the road and it's a trip. So there you go. Whereas in America, going to the supermarket takes about 15 hours. So in Australia, a week. So yeah, we're in Stalybridge at the minute, and we are heading basically exactly the same route, but the other way around. See what we encounter on the way. Hopefully, nothing particularly traffic. Just, you know, straightforward. Bish bash bosh, back home. It's done. Done and dusted. Done and dusted. So going past the chemical factories. Don't know what they make, don't really care. And then we're going up the River Tame, and then it's Tameside, you see. And then we will have the on the right, the building there is the recycle centre. And then we've got Dangerous Corner, number one of many on this trip home. Don't do this coming, but we do it going. There you go. Dangerous Corner number one. There's actually 3 dangerous corners on this road, as well as traffic lights, which are not necessarily dangerous, but they are traffic lights. So like that be a lesson to it. So it was wobbling. I thought he was drunk, but he had one of them badges you have on your arm when you're security. He must be having a rave or something in the mill. That's nice. Love a good rave in a mill. Obviously not. So the ex-Patchwork Road. There's a car all the way down there. I can't tell if it's moving or not. Don't think it is. It's a bit annoying, because if it was moving, it could trigger the traffic lights at the bottom for us. Now it's just parked up on the curb. Oh, lights off. His door's going to open, so beware pedestrian. It's not a car, it's a van. Oh, it's a delivery van. Must be having a break. As the delivery drivers are humans too, and they need breaks. Anyway, dangerous corner number 2. So dangerous, there's a car there's hit the wall. Nah, really, it's just parked up there for some reason. Oh, it's cleaning the road, that's why. Cleaning the footpath. Wow, this time of night. Just to clarify, dangerous corner number 3. It's 21:28, and the road sweepers are out in Tameside. Unbelievable, Jeff. When I lived here, I always thought it was all right. Completely missed my timing on this because the cars were already stopped because of the car coming out from the right. So we'll just have to be patient. Hopefully it knows we're here. Yeah, it's changing. It's like all the cars out there were waiting, and then we'll go. There's more cars coming out as well from what is the back of Asda, to be fair. It's I think it's where actually the delivery vans go to. Right, get up here. Hopefully we get through. slower and we're going backwards. Oh, they've straightened the traffic light out. It's now fully upright. What a regular watcher, you'll know last week it was about 45 degrees. But now it's fully upright. I'm not using the E word. Right, the lights are on green for us. They've just changed for green for the filter, which means they'll probably be red by the time we get there. Which would be annoying. Yeah. But this car here is a very slow car. I thought that was going to go for it then. They definitely accelerated. Definitely accelerated. And now it's pulling across to the right-hand lane. Unbelievable, Jeff. So yeah, in the distance though, this gives us a nice chance because we're at the front. You can see the tower for Ashton Old Baths, and you can hear the siren of a police car or something that's trying to get through the traffic and can't. It's now stuck. Oh, it's a paramedic ambulance. Right, then we'll get the cars from the right coming across. Oh no, it's us. Wow. Okay. Oh, of course the cars from the right have already been. Aha, aha. I was too busy looking at the police car and the tower for the baths, which is now a weird enterprise workspace hub thing. Right, so got the church with a hole in it. We're going to drift across because the Golf is well behind us. I'm only doing 30, so I don't know what that's doing. Normally Golfs are gone. Round here. That puddle is there 365 days a year. You can have the biggest drought in the world. That'd be the last water on the planet, that puddle. It's just like there all the time. At least it feels like it is anyway. So as we go around the corner into the 40 section, so we can accelerate a little bit. So we're now coming up to the M61 and we're now going to be going anti-clockwise. It's a bit earlier than it has been, but we're not going through Manchester due to Toff warning me that the Manchester City have been playing and they have they finish at roughly the time I'd get there, so that would be absolute chaos. So if it wasn't late before, I'd definitely be late. And then, right. That car's just come off the motorway and now it's going back on again. Oh, it's a taxi. So that explains it, but it doesn't really. Is he playing with his phone? Or her phone, can't really tell. Oh no, they're still on green over there. Plus there's a car coming from the left. See the headlights on the road. I don't know whether we get first go, whether they get first go. Actually, they could. No, I don't know. Yeah, we get first go, so we're up. Oh, big pothole! Crikey! That was a big pothole. Anyway, we've left everyone for dead. Literally. I'm not even doing 15. I can't even see them. I'm doing 60 now. They've just come down the bottom of the hill. There was quite a lot of cars as well, so I'm glad I'm ahead of them and not behind them. Crikey. Anyway, this slip road turns into lane 1, so lane 1 turns into lane 2. Lane 2 turns into lane 3 and lane 3 turns into lane 4. The car behind me was in lane 4, is now in lane 2, which is correct because it's about to overtake me. It was on the motorway already, it hasn't come off the slip road. So to junction 18, 10 minutes. That means nothing to me. How slow is that car going? It's doing about 65. It was misty when I was coming, and do you see the cyclist then, the motorcyclist? And now it's not. It's very peculiar. Oh, here's the taxi. I think that's the taxi that was at the traffic lights. God knows where that's come from. Look in the 4th lane. Oof. There you go, it's cutting across now. And it's going to cut everyone up. Because obviously being an Audi driver, it's more important than the rest of us. Right, that car's braking. Now, why is that car braking? I'm now at a slip road I don't want to be on. That car's now pulled into the slip road, so why overtake me? Why overtake me and then not overtake me enough to pull in front of me so I can't pull out and you can't pull out, so you have to brake? Ugh. So much for a quiet drive. Mind you, it's just thrown a UE coming off the motorway, going back on again, hasn't it? So lane 2 is now lane 1. Lane 3 is now lane 2. But not for long, because what was lane 2 now lane 1 is now not a lane. What was lane 3 was then lane 2 is now lane 1. What was lane 4 is now lane 2. I hope you're keeping up and making notes. I will be asking questions later. Go past the Manchester Manchester Evening News building. So I'm in lane 1, to the right of me is lane 2. There's no one behind me at all. They all went off at that last junction. So we're in lane 1, now we're in lane 2. So what we need to do is move to lane 1, even though we didn't actually move from lane 2 to get into, no, lane 1 to get into lane 2. I'm confused myself. Anyway, we're now in lane 1. And we will be for the foreseeable until it turns into lane 2. But that's not for a while. There's still nothing behind me. I can see headlights, but they're quite a way behind me. They're further behind me than these vehicles are ahead of me. Doesn't mean they won't overtake me before I overtake them. Oh, lots of flashy lights. Black illuminations. Some big vehicles there. Some major engineering gear. Don't know what they're doing. Well, that's because I'm not an engineer. So we're now coming down. I think the next junction is Heaton Park. Fair, the cars behind me are not going that fast because they've not overtaken that lorry I've just overtook. So this is the Middleton exit, which I call Heaton Park. So we're now in lane 2. Past that car actually, I'm gaining on this van now. We're now in lane 2, which will become lane 3, and we want to get on the slip road, which is on the other side of lane 1. So we need to get past the van, and then see what these guys are doing. The van's got across, so I'm now in lane 1. So the van is in lane 3. I'm in lane 1. This car's in lane 2 for some reason. So now I'm in the slip road. So there's now 5 lanes. Well, this isn't classed as a lane because it's a slip road. And that car that I've just undertook, that pulled into the second lane when it as soon as it come on the motorway, is now behind me. I've been braked sharply. So what's the point of going into the second lane if you're coming off at the next exit? Right. Now we know the speed cameras here work, not that I do speed. But there's no matrix up, so we're alright. So again, we're on 4 lanes. Behind me, lane 2, 3 and 4 are all occupied by cars in a line. Lane 4's broke away, lane 2's broke away, lane 3's dropping back. I'm going to overtake this lorry and then I'll go into lane 1, assuming there's nothing coming down the slip road, so I'll wait for the slip road. Just check there's nothing coming down there requiring lane 1 access, which there is. So this car will probably come back into lane 2, yeah. Fair, that car will probably go around the van, so I'll pull into lane 3 to give it a chance to do that. Which it's done. I can now go back into lane 2, by which point I've gained on this car. So I don't want to get too close to this car. There's nothing directly behind me. Lane 3 and lane 4 are clear. This car will want to overtake this car, so I'll pull out in case it does. I'll pull out, mate, so you can overtake it. Yeah. So I'm now in lane 3. The car I was behind is in lane 2, overtaking the car that I've just overtook. I then need to get back into lane 1, but a slower vehicle has just pulled into lane 2. So I'm now looking at the articulated lorry ahead of us. I think if we get in front of that, I can then go across lane 2 into lane 1, which then turns into the slip road for the M60. I hope you're following all this. So there will be questions later. Right, this lorry, big rig, is in lane 2 because it's not going on the M61. We are going on the M61. There are cars and lorries and things ahead in the slip road. So it looks like we're going to have to just tuck in behind these. Right, the lorry's pulled out of this lane now, which means it's kind of held everyone up for no reason. Oh, another car's pulling out as well. Come on, mate. We're on a motorway. Put your phone down and concentrate. Doing 50 miles an hour. Miles an hour on a motorway. Unbelievable. What is wrong with people today? Silly. I don't often get angry with people, but that... I'll pull into the right hand lane and do 40 miles an hour. I car nearly went up my backside as well because I had to brake. Oh, there's flashing lights, they're having an argument. Crikey. Right, we need to get out of this lane because this lane will not be a lane shortly. Mind you, they're only putting the cones out now. But still better to be out of the lane. So yeah, the car that was behind me's caught me up again now. So as soon as I pass this lorry, I'll let it pass. It's technically, although that said that lane's closed, it's not, is it? So it reads. Right, you move across now to lane 1 because you're now in lane 2. No, not lane 3, lane 1. Swamp. Right, I'll move across to lane 1 as well. So we're now on the M61. Speed Racer's going to go past in lane 3. This is one who nearly crashed into me when that car was doing 40 going round the bend. BMW, obviously. So the M61, you carry on along here and takes you to the outskirts of Preston. But we're coming off at the Charlie exit. When that BMW overtook me, there was nothing behind me apart from that car I'd overtook. Now there's that car, which was in lane 3, is now coming into lane 2. It's now coming into lane 1. No? Yeah. No blues. I don't know whether it's an ambulance or whether it's police. It's ambulance. So we're ahead of it, but we'll keep it in vision in case it needs to get past us. Coming up to the bus shelter on the bridge. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You're new to this. Bus shelter on the bridge. Right hand side lit up. It's a bus shelter on a bridge. No idea why. apart from it's cool. Right, ambulance is going 70 like me, so it's staying roughly the same distance behind me. I'll keep my eye on it. So this is the Wigan turn off. We're going to Wigan, but we don't turn off here. Look at the number plate of this car, you can see it shining blue. Oh no, it's got a blue light on it, so when it gets done by the... Oh no, that's illegal. It's probably 3D as well. So when you go through a speed camera, it doesn't take a picture. Right, so we're coming down towards our junction now. Cannot see Winter Hill Tower. I know it's there on the right, but I can't see it today. So low cloud, and it was a bit misty earlier on. I can see West Orton and Wingates and everything on the right, left. Ambulance is still behind me, same distance. It's in the middle lane, lane 2. But it's still not overtaking the car that I overtook a few minutes ago, well, a few moments ago. So we're half a mile from our junction. Right, the ambulance does look like it's catching up on me a little bit now. We're coming off here. Keep an eye on the ambulance. The ambulance hasn't overtaken the car I've just overtaken. It has come into the left lane and it's now on the slip road. So I don't know which way it's going to go, whether it's going to go to Bolton Hospital or it's going to Wigan Hospital. So I'm on the A6 slip road. It's not come on this side, it's in the middle lane, so it looks like it's going round the roundabout. But again, I'll keep my eyes on it just in case. Right, I can see it on the roundabout now, but I can't see which way it's going. Oh, it's coming this way. It is coming this way. But is it going to go... Well, I'll go this way because I think that's safer for it to pass this way. I can hear the siren as well now. So I've slowed right down, so if it does come this way, which it has done, I'll wait till it gets wide of the road and then I'll pull over. Right, there you go. So we've now got an ambulance in front of us. We've now got a lorry in front of the ambulance in front of us. Don't know what's going on there. Now I've got another lorry in front of the ambulance in front of us. Everyone getting out of the way. It's a bit of drama there, wasn't it? It's like being in Casualty, only without the blood and the gore. I'm not saying I'm squeamish, but I did faint once watching Casualty. In my defence, I was very ill, and I walked into the room and there was some bones sticking out of someone's leg and they just kind of sliced the skin. It was years ago. It was horrendous. and I literally just flaked out. Anyway, we're coming. I chose the wrong way, but never mind. To be fair, we do avoid those traffic lights, so it's not all bad. To be fair, that's probably why the ambulances come this way. Yeah. Although, like I've said many times, at that big roundabout, where I turned left, I was in the middle lane, then I turned left. It's exactly the same distance, miles-wise, to the roundabout in Stalybridge. God, that'd be impressive. In Aspel, whichever way you go, whether you go right or left. Strange but true. Again, I measured it out on a couple of years ago now on one of my live stream videos. Anyway, I hope whoever's in the ambulance is okay. We'll probably see that ambulance again though when we go past the hospital in a short while. Assuming it's gone that way. I can't see the ambulance anymore, but I'm only doing 30. It was probably doing 50 plus along here. Which is fair enough. I'd be wanting to do, if I was in the back of it, I'd be wanting to do 100 plus. Still see the blue lights. Well, I can't see any blue lights. So unless it's gone down there, but I can't see why it would go down there, because that would only take you to Ince. Not Ince, Lee. And that's not good for anyone. If we went Lee. Yeah, we're taking it nice and steady. Yellow poster. Oh, it's EE. I'm with EE. Dangerous corners. Dangerous corner number 1. Dangerous corner number 2, part 1 and part 2. Down towards the Collier's Arms. It's definitely misty here by the canal. Definitely. It's not foggy, just misty. Might be worse at Martland Mill because you've got the River Duggy and the canal next to each other there. Because we do go over the River Duggy in a while after we've been past Tesco. wobbly. Wobbly. Go past Mount Auto Repairs. Any second now, on the right. Down to the little Tesco. More mist. So you're kind of hanging in the air there. So past the little Tesco, which has got one car in the car park, past the speed camera on the hill. Get done by that, you deserve the ticket. Over the bridge. Pop up here. That's the big tree, all littered up. That's the Earl of Balcarres, police car there on the left. Parked up, we get the right of way here. The big Arctic goes around the corner. We go around the corner too. But the car behind me doesn't get round. We drop down then into the Tesco area, Central Park. On the left is posh Mackey's that needs a wash. If you work at Mackey's, get that window cleaned where you pick your food up from. It's quite filthy at the moment. I didn't think we'd get through these lights, but there you go. They've been super kind today. So we're in Tesco again. You can see the moisture in the air, the mist. As we go over the River Duggy here, like I said, near Tesco. Now we're going to go past Pier Alarms. Boo to you too. Pier Alarmed. And then the hospital. See how many ambulances are in the hospital today. Going on about COVID and all that, they reckon that this may not be as severe as other COVIDs. However, it transmits more. So even if you only get a few people getting it in an hospital, but millions of people have got it, that's going to kill the hospitals off, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 ambulances. Which is about the same as it was before, to be fair. Again, very murky, very misty. Went towards Cherry Gardens. I didn't even notice if it was open or shut earlier, because I was surprised I got round the roundabout in like one go. Oh, it must be open because they've got the lights on outside, the Christmas lights. Although I don't think it... Oh yeah, it's lit up as well, so it's open. Very good. Another wibbly wobbly. Well, right then left. Then we head down on Spencer's Roads to the dangerous traffic lights at Galloway's at Beach Hill. After we go over the mainline railway, obviously. No flashlight. You talking to me? Are you? Talking to me? It's very it's not as misty as it looks on camera. Like it's darker than it looks on camera. It's that kind of thing. It's, you know, when you have a camera on and it's going dark but it looks like daylight on the camera on the phone. Well, it's like that with the mist, only the opposite way around. It looks a lot worse than it really is. Now this is dangerous lights. I'm stopping. I ain't going through them lights for nowhere. They haven't repaired our lights here, which are at, I'd say, roughly a 10-degree angle on the left there. But these always take 5 seconds from red before they change because of the dangerous traffic lights. See? I don't know any other traffic lights that do that. Right, so we're on the Beach Hill quarter-mile straights. I'll just put my fog lamps on when I get to the bottom of the hill here. I don't know how to do it though. I don't think I've ever used them. There'll be somewhere. Right, so we're coming down to the shops. Oh, blues and twos. We'll stop here so we can get up. That was police, that one. If I'd have carried on, I'd have blocked the road then. So I stopped, and thankfully the car at the front stopped as well, so the police could get through the gap. Right, so we're dropping down now to dangerous traffic lights number 2. Pretty good timing there for the old T lights. It's not as misty here as I thought it was going to be. Just goes to show you can't predict anything. Except the Ashes result in Australia. Not that I know anything about cricket or any sport, to be honest. Look how still it is today. Remember when them flags were going like mad last week? Today they're not even moving. Yeah, ride your bike with no lights on, that's a good idea. I know it's in a cycle lane, but there's potholes and roadworks. Wow, it's mistier here than it was where the river was. Smartland Mill on the left, also known as Gus, Great Universal Stores, people of a certain age. Right, this is foggy. I can tell there's a lorry there because it's obscuring the lights, but I can't tell how close I am to it. There you go. So it had no reflective stuff like these ones have got on it. Right, so there's Heinz on the left, Heinz ahead. There's some industrial units not belonging to Heinz. You can see now. Wow, look at it. It's kind of on the ground now. The mist. Very strange. Driving through it is very, very odd. Very, very odd indeed. Was that our... that's our articulated lorry that we saw earlier on, that we were behind. So we'd have followed it. We'd have only ended up here anyway. Would have just been in front of that car in front of us. Fascinating. I mean, the chances of two lorries going in the same direction, exactly the same, is very slim, I would have thought. Right, we're going to go left here. We're now in Kit Green. So we're saying goodbye to Heinz's. We'll soon be saying goodbye to you guys as well, because we're nearly at the end of the broadcast. A little bit of housekeeping I need to do. Obviously shift has just finished at Heinz. Well, 22:11, yeah, so if it's 22:11, that means it probably finished at 10 o'clock and it's took them 10 minutes, whatever, to get there. So there you go then. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are. Good work, Tough, as well. And I will see you all again next time. Until then, bye!